would have given you all of my heart.
Our guest this evening didn't have an ambition to be in the music business, but she is an absolute legend, not just with her own records, but also on amazing songs that she's lent her voice to over the years. P.P. Arnold was married with a young son at 16, and as she tells it, the career started with an answer to a prayer. P.P. Arnold, so good to see you again. It's been a while.
Oh, nice to see you too, Mark.
Been a while. Welcome.
Still here.
Yeah, we are all still surviving, and we're looking forward to playing Soul Survivor, your new song, next. But
oh, brilliant!
There are not enough hours in a week to talk about the amazing life you've had. But let's have a good shot at it, shall we?
Okay, let's go.
It all started with an audition for Ike Tina.
Yes, it did. It started with the prayer because I wasn't aware that I would be having an audition with Ike Tina. But, you know, I was in a pretty precarious situation in my life, which you already know about.
Sure.
Yeah, I was a very young girl, 17 with 2 kids in a abusive teen marriage as a result of missing my musical appreciation class. And, so I was kind of dealing with the situation, and I said a prayer and asked God to show me a way out. And a couple hours after that prayer, which it's a long story, so you have to buy my book.
Yeah, that's
so,
fine.
So buy the book to hear the whole story. But
the book.
After a couple of hours, I found myself in Ike Tina Turner's living room singing, dancing in the streets.
It's so perfect. So if anybody is listening and they don't believe there is an answer to prayer occasionally,
God answers
you are
prayer.
a living testament to that, aren't you?
I am a living testament. Every day he answers my prayers.
When I was a little girl, I had a brand.
Ike and Tina Turner. P.P. Arnold is our guest. Did you already know that you had much more to give in music than being in the Ikettes in Ike and Tina's band?
No, I didn't. I never planned to be in music at all. You know, I was like studying to be a legal secretary.
Yeah.
So I never had a desire or an ambition to be in the music industry. And working with Ike and Tina was a job and a way out of the situation that I was in. So, and I was very, very shy and very introverted, you know, a bit damaged from my earlier situation. So, yeah, I was just like going with the flow, really.
And what a flow.
Yeah, it was quite a flow. I was, had been on the road with Ike and Tina for a couple of years, and was blessed to be with her at the time that she had the big hit of River Deep Mountain High in the UK. The record had actually flopped in the States because of like the whole kind of racist situation there. The white stations didn't play it because it was too black, and the black station didn't play it because it was too white. And so it flopped in the States, but it was a big hit in the UK.
Yeah.
And so I came to the UK with the Ike and Tina Turner Review to do a tour with the Rolling Stones.
That's amazing, isn't it?
And so, we were touring with the Rolling Stones and Jeff Beck, Led Zeppelin, so many great artists at that time. And
great company to keep, by the way. Incredible company to keep, don't you think?
Yeah, it was. You know, it was like really quite exciting, because I hadn't really had much of a teenage experience because I got married so young and I had kids and everything. So suddenly I was in the middle of the swinging 60s in London, in a whole different environment, a whole integrated, cosmopolitan kind of vibe, and, straight out of the civil rights revolution into the rock and roll revolution that was happening here. So it was very, very exciting as a young girl coming to London at that time, during the swinging 60s and all the fashion and all the music and all the art, and to be like just working with white artists, you know, and being a part of a whole integrated scene and rock and roll, and everybody was young. It was a young scene.
And all these years on, you have a brand new single, which is great. Going to play it now, and we'll come back and talk some more.
All right. Thank you.
If ever there was a song that summed up an artist, that is it. P.P. Arnold is our guest. That's her new song, Soul Survivor. How good does it feel to be making a record like that at this time?
Well, it's really, really quite amazing, really, because I actually wrote the song in around 1985.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, it had a different hook. I had a different hook, but the verses, all the whole autobiographical lyric and everything, I had that. And then I was, you know, last Christmas, I had that little number one. I had a number one Christmas hit for 1 week. Cliff knocked me off my pedestal with his Christmas song. But the team that I worked with, Mark Taylor and Patrick Mescal, Brian Rollins, the whole Metrophonic group, that opened the door to my relationship with them. And so we started doing an album. So I met with them, and they were like, you know, asking me what songs I had to bring to the table. And the night before I was supposed to have the meeting with them, my spirit told me to change the hook. And I thought, change it to Soul Survivor, because that was the book. The book had done well, and it was a whole autobiographical thing. And so, yeah, they loved it. And we all worked together and made that hook really something special. And so I'm really, really, really pleased with it.
Yeah, you should be. We love just playing it. And that means, is there an album ready now?
There's an album getting ready.
Getting ready, okay.
We're getting ready. Yeah, I've done recorded a couple of things, some very, very surprise duets are going to be on that
fantastic.
album. I can't really announce them at the moment.
Come back and tell us when you're ready.
Yeah, I'll come back and tell you everything. And so, yeah, it's going to be a mixture of more original songs, covers, duets. And yeah, so just really, really, really exciting time, really.
Well, I just love the energy and how you talk and how you absolutely love what you're doing, because, of course, you're a life survivor. I think we sometimes imagine that artists and stars live perfect lives, but you have your ups and downs like the rest of us, and this is what we learn if we read your book or listen to the lyric.
Well, that's really, really, really true. And like, even now, I'm a soul survivor, but I'm an independent female artist, and it's still not easy, you know, but I've got more confidence now in what I'm doing.
I want to play your version of a Bee Gees song that you recorded back in the Immediate Records days. Now, that's the same label as Small Faces. In fact, there's a great bit of video that I saw on YouTube the other day of you and the Small Faces on French TV doing Tin Soldier.
Yeah.
Those must have been incredible days. This song, To Love Somebody, we know the Bee Gees version, but your version, which we're about to play, is special.
Well, you know, that's really funny. You know, it's a beautiful song. Oh, my God. I sang it just last night. It was absolutely beautiful, because I do it in my band, because it was like we did like an acoustic kind of set. So I did it very, very acoustically, and it's such a beautiful song. It's such a great song. I love the song, and that song is what connected me with Barry, because Barry was a big fan of my version of the song, and that's how I met Barry, and that song was a catalyst to me being able to work with him and to record all the really great productions that we did that are on my Turning Tide album.
Absolutely.
That took me 50 years
to get released, I know.
Get that music released.
Terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know, nothing before its time, I guess.
If you haven't heard that P.P. Arnold version of To Love Somebody before, I hope you loved hearing it there. More from P.P. Arnold coming. Our guest is P.P. Arnold. Back in the day, here's a song she lent her vocals to. One of the many records that P.P. Arnold sang on, lent her voice to, Small Faces, Itchy Coo Park. I read somewhere that working with the KLF on the records that you did with them is somewhat controversial for you. So never one to duck a difficult question.
No,
why?
It's not. And, that's me singing the KLF, on the 3 a.m. Eternal record, which they seemed to think was not the hook. I don't know how they thought that. But anyway, so yeah, it wasn't really, it was, those guys that came and picked me up in their police car, and I went out to Dagenham with them and took my good friend Katie Kassoon with me, and we went out there and we just laid, Katie Kassoon and I are the Moo Moo Choir. We tracked all that stuff. Every time you hear the Moo Moo Choir, you are listening to P.P. Arnold and Katie Kassoon. So, great. We were doing that as a session. But, like I always say, if people want to use my sound, in a solo type way, just,
be reasonable about it.
Be reasonable and be fair. So, yeah, so people always ask me, I traveled around the world with Roger Waters for 10 years between 1999 2008, and everyone loves that record, and they always ask me what I think of the KLF, and I always say, I think they need to pay me my money.
Can we talk a little about Tina Turner specifically, because we lost her this year?
Yeah,
she was an inspiration to many. I guess an inspiration to you?
She's my mentor. Tina Turner turned my life around. I think that Tina Turner was the angel that God sent to me to put me on my musical path. Because I didn't know, this is all destiny for me. I didn't know. And so Tina was my mentor. I was a young girl, and working with her to have the opportunity to be on that stage with Tina Turner every night for nearly 2 years.
It was like school every day, was it?
Oh, it was like finishing school, baby. Because I didn't finish school. I didn't even finish high school. I didn't go to college. But I graduated from Tina Turner's finishing school. And so, yeah, and that's sort of like when I came to the UK and I got the opportunity to sing, I didn't know, oh my God, what was I going to do? I was so shy and everything. And I remember that first gig that I did on my own, and I was so scared. And I just had this image of Tina. It was just like, think of Tina.
Channeling Tina Turner is a pretty good way to start the gig, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I would try to, we're totally different singers and different styles and everything, but I've got a lot of energy too. But Tina, not only was she simply the best female entertainer, vocalist of our time, she could dance. She did it all.
You must understand the touch of
Thursday night, Greatest Hits Radio. Our guest is P.P. Arnold, and there's the superstar who, back in the day, gave her a big break. Tina Turner. What's Love Got to Do With It? And there's more from P.P. on the way, including a rather special duet next. Our guest tonight is P.P. Arnold. Hope you're enjoying the conversation. Back in the 1960s, here's how she sounded together with Rod Stewart.
I know just how bad I've heard.
Very much the sound of the 1960s. P.P. Arnold, that's what she sounded like back in the day, and she was duetting with a very young Rod Stewart. I've got a couple of questions. You celebrated 50 years in music already. That was like 6 years ago or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, so, I'm going on getting close to 60 now.
Now, you are more than still going strong, as the book and the song Soul Survivor proves. What is it that keeps you going?
You know, I love it. I love to sing. You know, it wasn't my ambition to be in the music industry. And I've had a tough time, you know, lots of ups and downs and, you know, lots of exploitation, lots of tragedy, you know, losing my daughter, even myself, my own really, really terrible accident that I had in the 80s. And, you know, just my faith in God. My career started on a prayer. So, and my daily start on a prayer. And before I go to bed at night, I go to sleep on a prayer, because I have to be grateful and I have to be thankful for just my life and my children. I have so much to be grateful and to be thankful for, and for my gift that I've been given to share. It's a gift. You know, I'm a singer and I'm a soul singer. So my job is all about inspiring and uplifting people. And that's what I love. I love to sing. And, you know, what a blessing that people still want to hear me sing.
They certainly do.
You know.
Is there always a song in your head every day?
Yeah, listen.
It's a different song each time?
I got bags of songs.
In your head?
I tell you, I got bags of songs. I probably won't be able to, sing all these songs in this lifetime. Maybe I'll come back and sing them again, but I got a big bag of songs because I've been writing. People don't really know me as a songwriter because when I was younger, people weren't really interested in, you know, me as a songwriter. They just wanted me to sing all the publishers wanted me to sing their writers' songs, you know, right? So I wasn't really inspired, and because I don't play an instrument, I thought that, you know, that was a handicap for me until I realized that my voice is my instrument and that I just hear melody all the time. So, man, I mean, that's what it's all about. So I've learned how to be able to create with other people. Like, I can't play, but I like to be working with a great keyboard player that can, or guitarist, and I know how to express myself more and let people share my ideas and work with people and develop things and the whole creative process. I am just really into that. Like now, it's as if like, whoa, here I am.
To finish, I'd like to play your version of Angel of the Morning. Now, this song, lots of people have done this song, but I'm struggling to think of one that's quite as plaintive and really gets across the spirit of the song more than you do.
Oh, thank you. I love that song. That song and First Cut, you know, I must have sung those songs thousands of times. But every time I sing them, here comes those goosebumps again. You know, I love those songs. What beautiful songs. I'm so grateful to have them in my catalog.
There'll be no strings to bind your hands.
Greatest Hits Radio. Our thanks to P.P. Arnold.